Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll share with you how to cut and sew a dress with gathers for baby girls. I'll be using a 5-year-old measurement and it's going to be quick and easy to follow tutorial. So subscribe, come with me and let's get started. I will start with drafting the bodice and I'll be drafting both the front and the back together. The first thing I'm going to do, I'll come down by 1 inch from the tip of the pattern and draw a straight line. This straight line will serve as the shoulder line and the starting line. Then I will go ahead and mark 1.5 inch for zipper allowance. So I'm going to draw a straight line now on this 1.5 inch. So this will be the shoulder and this will be the zipper allowance. So any measurement I impute now will be from this zipper allowance. I'll be using a 5-year-old measurement and the shoulder measurement is 11 inches divided by 2 will give me 5.5 inches. And I'll use a neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 2.5 inches. So I'll go ahead now and connect my neck width to my neck depth. After that is done, I'll come to the shoulder measurement and come down by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from my neck width down to the 0.5 inch, creating a shoulder slope. After that is done, for the back neck depth, I'll come down by 1 inch and connect from the neck width down to the 1 inch. I'll go ahead and extend the neck depth for the back bodice into the zipper allowance. After that is done, I will impute the shoulder to waist measurement, which is 10 inches. I'll also add 0.5 inch for joining allowance. Then I'll go ahead and draw a straight line on that measurement. That will give me my waistline. The next thing I'll do now is to impute my armhole depth. In order to do that, I'll use the shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll place my tape across this way so that I'll be sure that I will get a straight line. And I'll connect from the shoulder slope down to the measurement. After that is done, I'll draw a straight line underneath this armhole depth. This will give me the chest line. The next thing I'm going to do now is to create my armhole. In order to do that, I'll look for the midpoint of my armhole. I'll mark. Then at that midpoint, I'll go in by 0.5. Then I'll come to this chest line now and impute the chest line measurement. Chest line measurement here is 5.75. So I'll mark that. Then I'll connect from that chest line measurement all the way to the shoulder slope. That will be for the front armhole. Then for the back armhole, I'll connect from the chest line to the midpoint. For the chest line and the waistline, I added 1 inch for ease to the measurement I have, then I divided by 4. So for the waistline, I marked 5.5 inches and I added 1 inch for sewing allowance on the chest line and on the waistline. Then I'll go ahead now and connect the measurement. On this waistline now, I'll come in by 0.5. For kids, this is totally optional, but I'm going to be doing this to eliminate any possible zipper bulge that I might have. Then at the waistline, I'll come up by 0.5 inch. Then I'll blend that 0.5 right into the waistline this way. So I'll go ahead now and cut out my pattern. I'll first of all cut out the part for the back bodice. At this shoulder, I'll come up by 0.5 and connect it this way. This will serve as a joining allowance at the shoulder. I'll be using scuba fabric for this work. After cutting, the next thing I'll do is to transfer to the fabric. In order to transfer my pattern to my fabric, I folded my fabric into 2. Then I placed my pattern paper on the fabric. After doing that, I went ahead to pin it down. I pinned the pattern paper to the fabric. After I pin, I'll go ahead and cut it out. And I'm done cutting. If you notice, I cut the back pattern first and I have the zipper allowance there. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to unpin this pattern. But before I do that, I'll pick up the zipper allowance side and I will notch it. And after doing that, this is what I have. This is what the back bodice looks like. The next thing I'm going to do now is to transfer the front pattern. And in order to do that, I'm going to fold in the zipper allowance side. And once I'm done with that, I'll cut out the neckline for the front bodice and also the armhole. And after cutting, I'll transfer the front pattern to the fabric. I'll place the pattern on this fabric now. This fabric is unfolded into 2, so I'll go ahead, pin it down and cut it out. So I'll go ahead, cut this down, cut the side. I also cut the neckline, the shoulder, then the armhole. I went ahead to transfer this pattern on the lining also. So I'm unpinning the fabric from the lining. And this is my front bodice and this is also the lining for the front bodice. And this is the back bodice and this is the lining for the back bodice also. And the next thing I'm going to do now is to stitch them together. In order to do that, I'll place the back on the front bodice. I'll also place the second side of the back bodice here this way. Then I'll go ahead and stitch down the sides. I'll also do the same thing for the lining. I'll place them on each other this way, then I'll stitch down the sides. After joining, this is what I have for the fabric and this is for the lining. So I'm going to place it now properly on each other this way, right side facing right side. Then I'll go ahead and stitch down the neckline by 0.5. I'll not stitch the shoulder and the armhole. I'll leave it. I'll just stitch it only the neckline. Then I'll come to this neckline also and stitch this neckline. I'll go to the back neckline also and stitch the back neckline. So after stitching the neckline, I went ahead to top stitch. So after top stitching, I also notched the neckline. So I'll go ahead now and turn the outer part out. So this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead now and give it a nice press. And after ironing, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead now and top stitch the armhole by 1/4 inch all around. And after doing that, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead now and trim off these rough edges. And after doing that, this is what I have. So the next I'm going to do now is to join my shoulder. I'll place the back bodice on this front bodice this way. And after that, I'll open up through the zipper allowance area and put in the front shoulder into the back shoulder this way. Then I'll go ahead and stitch down by 0.5 inch. And after that is done, this is what I have. This is what the shoulder looks like. So the next I'm going to do now is to close up the sides. I'm going to turn the lining and the fabric facing each other this way. Then I'll stitch down by 0.5 inch. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And after that is done, this is what I have. So I went ahead to attach the lining and the fabric at the waist. And after doing that, if you have any rough edges at this side, you can go ahead and trim it off. The next thing I'm going to do now is to attach the skirt part to our half bodice, and I mark the center part of my front bodice. And this is the part I'm going to use for the gathers as the skirt. And the quantity of fabric I used for this is the waist multiplied by 2.5. For a fuller effect, you can use the waist circumference multiplied by 3. So I fold the fabric together and I went ahead to notch the midpoint of the fabric I'll be using for the gathers also. So I'll go ahead now and pin that midpoint to the midpoint of my half length. And after I pin that part, I'll go ahead and you pin down the edge of the fabric to the end of the half bodice this way. And if you're wondering how I got the length of my gathers, I measured from the shoulder to where I want the dress to stop. Then I minus the half length measurement. Whatever I have left, that's what I used for the length. So after I pin one edge together, I'll go ahead now and pin this edge also. So any excess I have at this side, I'll pleat it here. And any excess I have at this side, I'll also pleat it here. So at the edge now, I'll stitch down by 1 inch away from the edge. Then I'll start pleating. As you can see, I'll be pushing it in gradually. Then I'll be stitching. I'll push in gradually, I'll stitch. And I'll do it all the way to the other side. And I am done stitching down, and this is what I have. You can see how beautiful and neat it is. Please, if you're enjoying this tutorial so far, drop a heart for me in the comment section and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So this is the outer part of our gathers, guys. So this is what it looks like after I open it up on the table. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to close it up. In order to do that, I'm going to use this line I cut. I cut it in a flare, like a bias form, like 360-degree flares. I went ahead to close the hem. So the next I'm going to do now is to place this flare on this fabric this way. I'll place it on, it's going to be lying on the body's half length. Then I'm going to stitch it down by 0.5. So I'm going to pleat in every excess and make sure that it all blends into the bodice. And after I stitch down, this is what I have. You can see the inside. Now this is what the outer part looks like. Okay, so you can see how clean the inside is. The next thing I'm going to do now is to close up the side, and I'm going to place it this way, and I'll stitch down by 0.5, and I'll turn it on this side also and stitch down by 0.5. And after closing it up, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and give it a nice press. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to close up the back. In order to do that, I'll place it on each other this way. Then I'll stitch down by 1 inch, and I'll do that all the way to the hem. And after that is done, this is what I have. This is what the inside looks like. I forgot to mention, when you are stitching down, you don't back stitch at this point. And this is the outer part of the dress. And you can see how beautiful it is. I'm so in love with this dress. So please tell me at this point what you think about this dress. So I'm gonna head to open up the zipper allowance. This is the reason why I say you shouldn't back stitch. And I'm done attaching my zipper, and this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to attach my sleeve. I have a detailed video on how to make sleeve for kids. I'll drop the link in the description box. So the next thing I'm going to do now is there's an excess at the shoulder here. So I'm just going to trim it off and blend it into the armhole. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to top stitch it back and join the sleeve. And after attaching the sleeve, this is what I have. This is the inside part and this is the outer part. Next thing I'm going to do now is to attach my crinoline to the dress. In order to do that, I'm going to close up this rough part of the crinoline with a maxing tape. And after that, I'll place my crinoline on the right side of my fabric, and I'll stitch down by 0.5 inch. And I'm going to stitch down all around the dress. After I stitch down, I'll fold the crinoline into the fabric. Then I'll top stitch my crinoline on my dress this way. I'm going to do that all the way to the other side. And I hope you've learned one or two things in this video today. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. After attaching the crinoline, this is what I have. My dress is ready. I also went ahead to attach beads on the waistline. This is the back and this is the front. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.